So my presentation is on customer feedback utilization, a case of a conglomerate company, telecom company in Ghana. So basically, there's a gap between the telco organizations' understanding of what customers expect and their real customer experience. Um, the realization is coming from the fact that whereas customers are complaining about their experiences, the telcos tend to rather focus on rewarding customers with discounts and other promotions, other promotional activities, and that do not seem to meet the customer's needs. Um, so that is what I thought. Actually, this is a prelim short survey that I did prior to my actual dissertation. So we can say that this is like a test survey. Okay, so the service experience failures engineered by the absence of customer understanding and knowledge development, or failure to apply critical competence-based elements within the service experience management process revealed limitations by organizational leaders. The limitations could be the absence of capex for required investments or maybe limited resources for improving the customer service experience. Customer feedback collected then becomes ineffective as the company is unable to effectively utilize the feedback and implement the customer knowledge to create the desired service solutions. But basically, the telco organizations or the telco understudy, for instance, uses the closed loop feedback, customer surveys, the hotline, and focus groups, and some other means for collecting customer feedback. Obviously, we all know the benefits of customer feedback, which include surveys and process improvements, as well as for customer satisfaction. There has been some schools of thought on this particular subject. For instance, Richard Frederick has said that customer feedback management based on the net promoter methodology is used to increase customer loyalty, improve revenue, and increase profits, which is obviously a true statement. But the utilization of it by these telcos is what is questionable. Now, from the survey that I did, interactions with the 20 affluent customers suggest that they use the services of more than one telco, and many of them also have more than two cell phones. Why is this? This is mainly because you won't get a full service from one telco organization. So you weigh your options and see where you would get one good service from one telco organization and then use that service, and then use another service from another um, telco organization, so that you get a complete service. But it is not likely that you may get all your service needs met from one telco organizations. I think that the telco organizations themselves know that they are unable to really meet all customer needs or total customer needs, and therefore they try to entice customers with this promotional offers and discounts. But obviously, the 20 affluent customers that I researched are not looking for offers or promotions. They are looking for better service, better connectivity, speed, and a wider network coverage. The study considered the following hypothesis from which the variables were correlated and validated against the service delivery based on the feedback utilization by the telcos. So what we sought to find out is whether these telcos are actually meeting customer expectations, um, and whether the processes they're using to collect the customer feedback is efficient or not, and whether they also use the information gained from the customer feedback effectively. So the main question was, how does this telco effectively collect and utilize the customer feedback? So like I said before, they have the closed loop feedback, they use focus groups, they use the hotline, they use surveys to do this. But the question is, how do they utilize this effectively? The methodology was simple anyways. I used the mixed method, both qualitative and quantitative. So qualitative, for the 5 people I researched from this telco organization, which includes 1 executive, 1 senior manager, and 3 managers, and then the 20 affluent customers by closed-ended questions. And so the variables that I was trying to validate included general customer satisfaction, level of customer expectation, level of customer loyalty, and then the level of customer service, the extent of the customer feedback utilization. So I used purposive sampling, where I selected 2 homogeneous groups. So the first was semi-structured interviews with the heads and like the exec and the senior manager and the other 3 managers I have spoken about. And then so they were 5 together from 3 different branches. So that was qualitative, guided qualitative interviews. And then 20 affluent customers by closed-ended questionnaire. So that was quantitative. So well, the procedure I used was that obviously, okay, so well, basically the findings was that this telco actually collects feedback from customers. They try to utilize the feedback, but where it involves capex or a considerable amount of resource to be able to improve on their service, that becomes a problem. So then the feedback that they collect becomes ineffective or underutilized, if I should put it that way. And so the customers, obviously we have different types of different categories of customers. The affluent customers are not looking for promotions, or they're not looking for so much of discounts or loyalty rewards. They are just looking for good service, high speed, good connectivity, wider coverage, and things like that, which the telco obviously knows that because of investment, they won't be able to totally provide this all the service that the customers are asking. So they shortchange by trying to better service customers and please them through this this offers that they give to their customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie.